So far it's not exactly been mega productive. I got in the summer wanted, kind of not the summer wanted, but on the edge of it in the deep water still. And I was expecting that obviously when I've been pike fishing up here the last few weeks, couple of months, I've been catching live baits of pike and it's been pretty quick action on the roach. But after half an hour I give up because I got to keep net full and I want to get all my pike rods out, and obviously I've got a limit to how many rods I can fish. So after half an hour of filling me keep net full, I wind in. Obviously I tried coming back up last week thinking, you know what, I'm going to have a full go at this, a full day, maybe put one pike rod out, but have a full day properly fishing for the roach to try and get into a 2-pounder, because a couple of the ones I've had while trying to get live bait have been well over the pound. Good fun on the light kit, and in the flow. So I thought, come up and try and get a 2-pounder if you have a full day cracking on at it. And I come up and it was like -7, it was really cold. Everything was frozen solid, part of the river was frozen. Yeah, it wasn't the one. Couldn't get anywhere near the summer wanted despite them attempts. You thought it would have put a lot of people off, but no, it was absolutely rammed. Basically, this river, there's like one deep gully. It's really short, a couple of deep gullies, but they're miles and miles apart. But this stretch, there's one deep gully, a lot of it like 2 to 3 to 4 foot, and there's a gully where it drops like 20 foot in places. So obviously come the winter it's a known area that's where all the shorefish go, all the silvers, all the dace, shore, roach, and your perch go there, your pike go there. It just, everything goes into that deep hole, and it's relatively known, so a lot of people descend on it when it gets cold. That little 100-yard stretch, like I said the other week, I was coming down -7 and I walked half a mile down the river, didn't see one angler, got to the area I wanted to go to, and there was like 14, 15 lads in a 100-yard stretch, all pike rods everywhere, a couple of lads on the feeder, a couple of lads perch fishing in the edge on the worm, and little liveys and stuff. It just absolutely rammed, mainly pike lads, but you couldn't get in this zone, just couldn't get near it. Half a mile up the river, no anglers, and then a little 100-yard stretch, there must have been about 14, just all in there. Really busy, really well known spot. So managed to get back up today, for the last half an hour we managed to move into it. Ended up having a little social with a few people who I bumped into who I know, and we fished further down, caught a few chub, but I knew it weren't the right spot for caught a few chub. They had a few nice days, but I knew it weren't the right spot for them big roach. And the last half hour before it went too dark, we managed to move up here, flicked the feeder out, and had a 1 pound 5 ounce, I think it was, first cast, and then a couple of other smaller roach after it, and then obviously half an hour later I had to get off. It was pitch black. So I got up today thinking, right, I need to get into that deep gully because I was only in it for half an hour the other day and they had a 1 pound 5 ounce roach. When I've been pike fishing, getting liveys, I've been getting roach over the pound. But obviously, like I say, give it up after half an hour because my keep net's full. So I thought, get in here for the day, proper work the swim, put one rod out for the pike, but put 2 out on the feeders and work the swim, and try and get into a real big bar of silver. But it's not happened. I've had maybe 20, 25 roach, but I've got 2 feeder rods out there. It's been relatively slow, but all that cold ice and all that snow that's melted and gone in, and obviously you get all the salts off the road as well, get washed in. I don't think it affects this too much. Most rivers people say it does, but this river I don't think it would because it's tidal, so it's going to get a lot of salt coming in and out on a daily basis anyway. But the water's been up and down, up and down. There's quite a bit of flow on today for these swims, a lot more flow than what I'd have liked. It's about a metre higher than what you want it at really. But still halfway through the day. When that light starts to fade, then big roach can come out to play, couldn't they? Big old bar of silver weighing 2 pound, won't go amiss with it. Comical, and it's come off. Comical. That felt like a good one too, good roach. Staying deep, kiting. What a good roach do. Yeah boy, you better roach. Just a few small fish since. I'd had them called temps. Maybe it's not them bigger roach off, but the bigger roach just haven't been in the swim. A couple of small ones the last couple hours. It's been a relatively slow day. Quiet down here as well, it being midweek. Relatively slow day. I just actually say quiet. There's like 5 people to my left, 5 people to my right, fishing quite close to us. I wouldn't really say quiet actually, but yeah, it has been quiet on the fishing front, that's for sure. I've had a couple of nice roach, probably got 5 in there around the pound mark, but a lot of dace action, too much of it. You can't keep a rod in. Well, I'm keeping them in because I'm fishing big baits, you know, fishing like double 8mm pellets on one, double 8mm pellets, and then fishing the other, we're just ducking a couple of grains of sweet corn on. Don't know why I'm showing you sweet corn, everyone knows what sweet corn looks like. I hope you do. But yeah, it's been really slow. I had a couple of nice roach, probably 20 smaller roach. No action on the pike rods, and the pike rods are fishing perfect. Like, watching the float now, well, you can hear the alarm. The float's just bouncing. It's fishing exactly how you want it to fish. The float is just, I'm paternostering and then fishing it on the alarm, and the float's just banging away. It's been doing it all day. No pike have picked it up. Really weird. You'd have thought with it being so active, just jumping about, pike would have come along and smacked into that nice little roach. But yeah, probably had about 20 roach, 20 small ones, probably 5 better ones. Getting low, too many dace in the swim, way too many dace in the swim. I've landed a couple of the better ones, maybe 7-8 ounce dace, 9 ounce dace, good dace, but there's a lot of small ones. I've fished it in the past and fished a maggot feeder, and ridiculous trying to get liveys for the perch and for the pike, and ridiculous. As soon as it hits the water, you feel it down, donk at the bottom, you put it on the rest and tips over. You're just getting dace, 2-3 ounce dace, one a chuck. You can't keep a rod in. But yeah, normally you can't keep a rod in if you're fishing on the little maggots. That's why I've changed over to fishing double 8mm pellet. Sounds like a big bait. It's what you'd use for the barbel, really. It does sound like a big bait, but double 8mm pellet, so it's obviously like 16mm, and then a size 12 Drennan Super Specialist. You could use it for the barbel. It's quite a big bait, but that's what my mate's been getting them on as well. I've not figured it out. Like, my mate put me onto it when we was down there. I was pike fishing. He had a little rod out on them, and he was getting the roach. He put me onto it. Like, I didn't work it out myself, but double 8mm pellets. I'm getting smacks on the tips now. Literally watching me tip now, the tips just rattling, and it's just dace just grabbing one of the pellets and just pulling on it. Way too many dace in the swim. Way too many tips all day. I've just been rattling like mad. Because I'm fishing like a herrig, it's when it proper hoops over that you know you're in. And I'm fishing one, like I say, on corn, just hooked on, side hooked on. Big bait for the roach, really. Normally you fish little maggots and stuff, but like I say, too many days, it's impossible to get through to him. Way too many days. I've got about an hour left. It'd be nice if a 2-pounder made an appearance, or one of them pike rods busted off and it was a 20-pounder. It's not gone great. Smacking big balls of ground bait in down there, making a dint right near one of my paternoster rods. Well, my paternoster rod, but yeah, I've got about an hour left till I need to get off. Hopefully a big roach makes an appearance. Would be nice, wouldn't it? say, no real giants. Couple about a pound, but nice day out the house, like.